Hello, internet peoples. I thought I'd share today my Inktober drawings. I completed the full month challenge. Last year I just did the half, but this year I did the whole thing. So I thought I'd share with you what I did and show you my drawing pad. I went with the small format, the 5 by 5 or the 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches sheets of paper just in this little sketchbook, which I thought made it a lot more manageable this year than previous years. I tried to do it on just index cards or the larger size papers, but here was my first day drawing. I almost forgot, so I did it on the index card, so you can see pretty simple. But here is where I started my first day or second day. I just went with a kind of a little aviator type of look girl. And the second day, I went with an air pirate girl. I was going to try and do like a theme throughout the whole thing, but I found that to be too difficult to do, so I just kind of did different things each day, but hopefully they look pretty interesting. This was a slave girl I did. I enjoyed doing this one. It was pretty fun with the chains and getting the details on that. It might be kind of hard to see. Maybe I'll move it so you can see it a little bit better. It was fun to do. Here I just went with a simpler drawing for the day. Just a little stylized swan type of thing. Any never-ending story fans can appreciate this one. And this is, of course, Falcor, baby Falcor. So he was really fun to draw too. This was day 7. Of course, the harder part of these challenges are just trying to figure out what you want to draw every day. So that was my main challenge as I get a little bit further. Dandelion blowing in the wind. Let's see if you can check that out a little bit. Okay. A floating tree island with a squirrel just sitting there, perched lonely. There we go. This one is a space themed, space settler type of lady. On a little settlement on another planet somewhere. I don't know what she's doing. Just gonna walk back there with a solar panel she's carrying. And this one is my take on the Joker with the panda bear. So just did a little negative space type of drawing. Urban female ninja assassin. Everyone likes Spider-Man, of course. Thought I'd give him a go. He was hard. The webbing makes him very tedious to draw. Much respect for the comic book artists who actually do that, because that was a pain. Okay, here I'm on day 14. It's kind of a quick drawing. It's a spirit animal coming out of the smoke. I found I did a bunch of fairy drawings this year. This is a fairy enforcement squad agent or something like that. Fairy apprehension squad, I think, is what I was going for. So like a police. Drinking coffee or tea, whatever. No judging here. This one I did Barb from Stranger Things. Poor Barb. Thought she was kind of fun to draw. It didn't quite come out like I wanted it to, but it's kind of the trade-off with the Inktober things. You're trying to just get something down every day. I try to do things in a little bit more grayscale, and then maybe added a pop of color, in this case blue. Some days I felt like doing more color, but usually I went with just mostly gray and then a pop of color. An undead warrior chick, and the grayscale I use is Copic markers in all these. So stayed mostly with gray tones. For this one, no color on it. The metal armor was fun to do. Here we go, is another fairy I drew in a thicket, sitting on a mushroom. Kind of whimsical. This one I was trying to draw Nick Cage. Didn't quite come out looking like him, but I like the shadowing and the lighting effect I got with this guy. So, you know, it turned out pretty good, even though it didn't look really too much. Excuse me, too much like Nick Cage in Netflix. Air Pirate again. This is a character from one of my favorite video games, Skies of Arcadia. Very fun from the Dreamcast era. If you guys can find that, pick it up. It's great play. But yeah, just a character there, sitting there on a pirate ship thing. Alright, two spacewalkers here. I use a lot of black in it, and the white stars, I used a gel pen, a white gel pen, just to give that star effect. But pretty much I went the white here is the paper on the background, so didn't have to color them, the people that is. It's just a cat, regular cat, kind of a sneaky looking. I don't know what he's doing, cleaning himself. Cats do that. Pin-up girl here. You can tell a little bit different style than I normally do. But again, a lot of it is just getting something down on paper every day. So you start running out of ideas. A young Dr. Frankenstein, Frankenstein's monster, kids dressing up for Halloween. This is day 25. So, you know, that was kind of fun because it was nearing Halloween, kind of some dress-up ideas for kids if you have kids. A Pied Piper undead girl leading the rats out to somewhere. Kind of a creepier drawing there with the dead eyes, so playing the flute. This one I feel is one of my better ones for the challenge. This is a young Ursula I did, and colored with Copic for the purple everywhere, the tentacles. It was kind of fun to draw a Disney character in a different age, I guess. A little different style too, so that was fun. And this is a fish, obviously, a molly fish I did, kind of with a little bit of tribal-y type designs and the bubbles there. You can see, I was kind of just having fun with that one. Didn't want to be accurate, obviously, because very stylized, but again, the bubbles were kind of fun to do. Zelda fans can appreciate this. Link riding his horse. I used a lot more color in this one, but I felt it brought a lot to the picture. So, but all these were done in one day, so usually a couple hours of work for each one. Yeah, kind of another creepy one, a scarecrow head on a post with hay, but it's like a real head. I don't know, it's kind of getting weird with it. And this was the final day, kind of like romantic skulls I did for my anniversary, which happens to be on the last day as well. So that was kind of a homage to my wife and I and our anniversary. So there you have it. That's what I drew for this Inktober challenge. It was fun. I recommend everybody doing it. It really forces you to think and try to be creative every day, and practices, and you get to practice your ink styles and techniques and stuff. And like for this one, you can see like these little flecks in the bone to kind of give it a little bit more realism to it. The cracks in there. So most of the ink I use the Copic multi-liners, which I found very fun. So there you go. And if you guys have any questions about my process anymore, or want to see more of my stuff, check out send me a message in the notes, and check out the notes I'll put in there, where you can follow me on Twitter and on Facebook. Alright, thanks.